Good morning. Thank you for joining us for the 2025 Redford State of the Township Address. My name is Tim Young, and I'm the president of the Redford Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all of our sponsors for today's events. We have 3 innovator sponsors: South Redford School District, Redford Union School District, and Senator Mary Kavanaugh. We also have 7 tradition sponsors: Action Mat and Towel Rental, Cardinal Barbershop, Guardian Environmental Services, Java Payment Services, LPS Construction, Redford Cement, and Terry Madigan Real Estate with Keller Williams Advantage. We'd also like to thank our 8 table sponsors: Benish, Commercial Contracting Corporation, GMH Attorneys and Counselors at Law, Maddox Chevrolet, Plant Moran, Redford Cement, Redford Union School District, and Wade Trim. All proceeds from today's event benefit the Redford Chamber Scholarship Fund, so thank you to all of our sponsors for helping to make this event a success and raise funds that benefit our local students.
Bow with me in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day to enjoy life together here in Redford Township. We thank you that we get to call this place our home. We thank you for our leaders and all public servants that serve us, and we ask that you might bless them with wisdom and strength and courage. We ask that you bless them, that they might be a blessing to all that they serve. Father, we thank you for the abundance in our lives. Help us to be mindful of those who have less. Help us to live generously with those around us, that we might truly be united, loving our neighbors as we love ourselves. We ask for your peace to reign in our township. We thank you for the lunch we get to enjoy together. We ask all of this in Jesus' name.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the Township, I'd like to extend a special welcome to the following dignitaries who are visiting us from outside of Redford. Representing U.S. Senator Gary Peters' office, Kevin Ritt. Representing U.S. Senator Alyssa Slotkin's office, Tara Defoe. Our state senator, Mary Kavanaugh. Representing the Wayne County Executive's Office, Javion Johnson. Our Wayne County Commissioner, Monique Baker McCormick. And representing our friends to the west, Livonia City Councilman Rob Donovic. Thank you all for being here today. Next, I would like to introduce the Superintendent for South Redford School District, Jason Bobrovetsky, to share with you a little bit about the great things that are happening here in South Redford schools.
Welcome to the South Redford School District. It is a joy and a pleasure to be the host of the 2025 State of the Township program today. Thank you all for being here. How about another warm welcome of a round of applause for the Thurston High School Women's Chorus? With the direction of Mr. Timothy Shaner. And again, we are thrilled to be the hosts of this year's program, and we are also thankful to be co-sponsors with our friends to the north, Redford Union, who is here in the house this morning as well. State Senator and Thurston High School alumni, Miss Mary Kavanaugh. Senator Kavanaugh. And so with that, I did want to take just a moment to unpack the space that we're in here today. And so welcome to the Brian Galdis Innovation Center. And so I want to encapsulate something today that embodies community. And so this would not be possible without the vision that he co-joined and authored with our Board of Education, in which we have our board president, Ms. Shirley Tolliver, here today. Our Vice President, Ms. Misha Early. Our Board Treasurer, Ms. Cheryl Flesher. And so it was with our former superintendent, Mr. Brian Galdis, in conjunction with our Board of Education, that casted a vision that brought the community together. And it was in being responsive to the community's wants and needs about doing what we can to bring back different pathways of opportunity for students right here in the South Redford School District. So they came together around this shared vision. And with that shared vision, it was how can we provide pathways of economic opportunity for our students here in South Redford that are well-paying careers well into the future that are in high demand. And so together they rallied, and then 4 years ago, the voters of the South Redford School District went to the polls and unanimously supported overwhelmingly to approximately $80 million worth of bond renovations here in the South Redford School District. And then 1 year later, yeah, you can clap for that. And then 1 year later, the voters went back to the polls again to renew our building site sinking fund for an additional $10 million. And so for you math folks in the room, Nick, I saw you somewhere, as well as other math folks, Plant Moran's in the house today as well. We have $90 million worth of improvements taking place across 7 different buildings. $9 million of those dollars were carved out for the Brian Galdis Innovation Center that we're all in right now today. And with that, we host 4 different career technical education programs right here in the Brian Galdis Innovation Center, in which we're going to experience some of it firsthand today, thanks to the efforts of our hospitality tourism program. Under the leadership of Chef Tony and Chef Leo. We also have welding and fabrication, construction, building trades, as well as health occupations. And then we have a 5th career technical education program in automotive technology directly next door at Thurston High School. And thanks to our partners from George Maddox Chevrolet, who are in the house today as well, they helped us launch that program almost 3 years ago now. And so I highlight this piece together because we would not be able to do this had the community not rallied around this common vision. And so we have had the ongoing support of our very own County Commissioner, Ms. Monique Baker McCormick, Wayne County Executive, Mr. Warren Evans, our state representative and friend of mine, Ms. Stephanie Young, our state senator and Thurston High School alumni, Mary Kavanaugh, who are relentless advocates for the students, not only in the South Redford School District, and not only on the north side of town in Redford Union, but for all students in Wayne County. And we're fortunate to have the advocates that we have. And additionally, also the friends that we have in Washington, D.C. with our very own congressperson, Ms. Rashida Tlaib, who was here at our grand opening and presented to us the gift of being on the congressional record of when we opened the Innovation Center last spring. And so if you get a chance to check out the gift that she provided to us, please be sure to do so today. And then also, as you heard previously from Mr. Bonerick, to have relentless advocates also at the Senate level when we think about Gary Peters' office, who's also here today, thank you so much, and Senator Slotkin's office, who is also here today as well. And so we're fortunate to have the allies that we have, not only in Redford Township, not only in Wayne County, not only in the state of Michigan, but also in our nation's capital. And we certainly need that now today more than ever when we think about providing opportunities for the future of America. And so the last piece that I'd like to highlight in my remarks today, in addition to being gracious and having all of you here and hosting, is that it's these economic pipelines of opportunities that everyone in this room, whether you're a business partner, whether you're a county executive, whether you're a Redford Township trustee who are relentless supporters of what's taking place, everyone in this room plays an integral role to providing an economic pipeline of opportunities for future generations, not only in South Redford, not only in Redford, not only in Wayne County, not only in the state of Michigan, but also nationally across our nation. And we know that these are in high demand, well-paying careers, and we already have a number of students that are excelling and making a high quality of life, thanks to the efforts of everybody in this room. And so the notion that this community can rally around together a common vision for the future of tomorrow is nothing short of remarkable.
He has been such a great steward for this team. And I think out of everything about him that I truly appreciate, I appreciate the fact that he is just a very steady presence. He doesn't get ruffled if it's not the time to get ruffled. He doesn't get loud unless it's the time to get loud. He's just there and he's supportive. And especially for those of us who are on his senior leadership team, that allows us the opportunity to really perform and shine and do our jobs, because we know that he will have our backs and he will support us in what we are doing, and he will make sure to ask us those important questions like, how are you doing? He has a great sense of wanting to make sure that his team's mental health and our balance and our workload is as balanced as it can be. I see Mike Dennis over there kind of smiling, because we all know that Mike has way too many things on his plate, but that's a whole nother conversation. That's such a great attribute out of a leader. The other thing that working with Pat is you have to be aware that he has a very quirky, fantastic sense of humor. So recently, the Chamber of Commerce hosted their annual bowling fundraiser. I know many of you were at that, and there were many department heads who were there. And there's one department head who happened to score more than the other ones did. That would be Director Stokes over there, whose hands are in the air. So Pat had the brilliant idea of taking home a bowling pin and having all of us sign it so that we have a trophy now for the department head who knocked down the most pins every year. That's the type of humor that Pat brings with him to the workplace, and that combined with that steadying presence is just a great it's a great leader, and it's just very, very welcoming to work with. And that's because he really views Redford as his town, our town, and part of his family. And I really do appreciate working for you, sir. It's a great honor, and so please come join us on stage and tell us more about our rich history and bright future as we move into the years ahead. Everyone, Supervisor Pat McRae.
Well, am I on? You can hear, everybody hear me back there? Okay. Because it don't sound as loud as I did before. Anyway, I love this township. I love this township. We're diverse. We have challenges, we work through them. We have great people that work for the township. We have great people that live here. And sometimes people get caught up in the minutia on Facebook and all that. But look around you. These are great people. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you and everything you do, from the littlest to the largest, because if it wasn't for all of us, we wouldn't be here. So anyway, I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to repeat a lot of things. And you're going to hear some people's name more than once, and we've heard some of them more than once already, because that's how we're all interconnected. So let me start. First, I would like to thank the South Redford Schools for the use of this wonderful facility. I think it was great. I'd like to thank Chef Tony and his students from the Hospitality and Tourism Program for preparing their delicious lunch. Everybody like their food? Thank you all. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Redford Chamber of Commerce for the collaboration on this event. I'd like to thank Adam Bonarak, Dawn Nossinger, the Historical Commission for help planning and preparing this event. But I really want to take my hat off to Jennifer Miracle Best, who spearheaded, and she's hiding back there, spearheaded getting this happening. I'd like to thank Brian Golden for his media and technical support. I'd like to thank the Redford Township Police Honor Guard for putting their colors up for us. I'd also like to thank the Thurston High School Choir for performing the national anthem, Pastor Gore for our prayer, Tom Bach, who had to leave because he had to go work, out of VFW 345 for leading the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite the veterans here to stand and be recognized. So if you've been in the war, you've been a veteran, please stand. I know we got some. Don't be bashful. Thank you for your service. I'd like to take this, I can't say enough about the veterans. In Town Hall, we have boards honoring our veterans. They've been cataloged. They're on the web page. Our veterans page has the most current contact information to get services to our veterans. And later this year, we'll be having a rededication of our Veterans Hall at Town Hall, and we hope to see all of you there. And last but not least, I'd like to acknowledge the First Lady of Redford, my wife, Betsy McCrae. So, and as I go in here, I want to make sure that we don't miss Judge Krista Hartunian is with us from their court. Okay, so whether times are good or tough, we continue to work on problems as they arise. Through it all, your township board has stood united and worked on these problems together to resolve them. As supervisor, I'm happy to have a budget that's in the black, a board that works hard every day for every resident in Redford Township. Treasurer Lily Kavanaugh. Trustee Kim Taylor. Trustee Linda Jackson. Trustee Gabriel Reese. And Clerk Sanders couldn't be here today because she's at a class, and Trustee Ed King is working downtown on a budget with the City of Detroit. So this afternoon, I'd like to share with you some of the township's rich history with some glimpses of our bright future. Let's start with the township historical trivia. We were established on March 21st, 1833. Tomorrow will be 192 years old. Our name was chosen because natives and immigrants forded or crossed the Rouge River at our location, and Rouge is French for red, and thus Redford was born. Redford used to go all the way to Greenfield on the east side, but Detroit annexed the eastern portion in the 20s, reducing us from 36 square miles to 11 and a quarter. On September 1st, 1988, Redford became a charter township, preventing any further annexation. The population here is we're right around 49,000. Again, we're at 11 and a quarter square miles. But what's unique is that in that small amount of area, we have 12 township parks, 2 Wayne County parks, And oh, by the way, Glenhurst, who is the busiest 18-hole public golf course in the state. We have more than 50 community organizations, which I'll talk about a little later. Next, I'd like to speak about our assessing department led by Jessica Grazier. Property values over the last 2 years in Redford Township. Residential is up 21.84%. Commercial is up 18.34%. Industrial is up 6.58%. So we're doing well. Redford has incredibly invested in passionate people who not only work for the township, but are also a part of its rich history. Many of them having grown up or lived in the township for many years. I'd like to take a moment now to introduce a few of them to you. Adam Barnarak, Central Operations. Jennifer Mansfield, Police Department. Scott Demoff, Fire Department. Mike Dennis, Department of Public Services. Michelle Mancini, Community and Economic Development Director. Teresa Stokes, Leisure Services. Among our current department heads and chiefs alone, that's 6 people, they have put in 120 combined years of service. Let's give them a big round of applause as a whole. This does not even include the nearly 60 years of current township board members' experience or the 31 years of service of our longest serving employee, Water Superintendent Tom Rowland. Please stand around. 31 years, ladies and gentlemen. Given the passion and pride of our township department heads, their staff and accomplishments each year, I have tried to capture information on their departments to share with you. Here are just a few highlights. Central Operations, Adam Bonarak, Director. In the finance portion, successfully audited on our 2024 financial statements and federal grants awards, negotiated new contracts with 3 of our 5 unions. For the year of 2024, finished with a budget surplus, which was used to make additional contributions to township pension, OPEB liabilities, and future capital investment. In our information technology, the township-wide telephone system is being updated and hardware replacement's underway. And for those of you that try to call town hall and can't get a hold of anybody, you'll be awful happy that you'll be able to get to somebody when you call now. And our department heads are going to be happy that they can get to you as well. Human resources, we completed an in-depth HR assessment and audit. We hired a new healthcare broker. We transitioned to the HR cloud for employee recruitment and retention processes. And the township has hired 47 new hires, 23 promotions, and 5 retirements. So all this takes a lot of work. And our treasurer, Lily Kavanaugh, has reported the entrance revenue for this year was $4,297,048.80. Thank you, Treasurer Kavanaugh. Our township clerk, Carla Sanders, is scheduled Secretary of State mobile office has come to Redford Township quarterly for our residents. She wants to establish an election process in the township by collaborating with the community and encouraging their active involvement with the seniors community, and identifying areas with the clerk's office can be more beneficial. She wants to partner with local schools to enhance student understanding of the election process. So she's going to be reaching out to both of the high schools to see where we can get into. Public safety is important to our community. Our fire and police departments are the best. I would like to introduce the Firefighter and Police Officer of the Year for 2023, Fire Department Battalion Chief Chris Mays, and Police Department Officer Anthony Hall. Please stand. And the fire department is led by Scott Demoff, Chief. We've received a $135,000 grant from the new turnout gear from the state of Michigan. We started a small smoke detector installation program for residents of Redford Township. In 2024, we were able to hire 5 new firefighters, and 2 of them were sponsored through our Fire Academy. Thank you, Chief. Police Department, Jennifer Mansfield, Chief. We ran a de-escalation impact bias training, so bear with me because this is tongue twister for me. Okay. We successfully had a completion of all police officer personnel in integrating communication, assessment, and tactics, ICAT. De-escalation training program is designed to provide law enforcement with tools to assist in diffusing critical incidents. So that's a tongue twister, but it's real important for our community. It is. Next, we also have a social worker, crisis clinician, Sonia McCain, who was hired in March, and the embedded social worker program was born. It was fully implemented. Sonia received 379 referrals in 2024. She also provides training, presentations for officers, and attends community events. Our cadet program that continues to be successful. We sponsored 3 cadets to the police academy who were sworn in as police officers, 2 of them being United States military veterans. And we know the police officers are hard to come by, and we keep looking, and we're being pretty successful, but we also know that the world is a different place. So we went into new technology by utilizing the communication to increase safety, such as the Redford Township Alert System, purchase of virtual reality training system, addition of six new traffic radar signs, the use of flocks cameras to arrest multiple suspects for felony crimes and return stolen property. We expanded the new partnerships with groups such as Growth Works, Hope Not in Handcuffs, and Detroit Police Department Shot Spotter Intel Share. Thank you, Chief. And now we're going to talk about the Department of Public Services, Mike Dennis, Director. And for many of us, this has an effect on us all the time with the water in our township. Combined sewer and overflow for basin of CSOs. The CSO basin is being built to be constructed on the vacant Roosevelt School site, and it will take about 3 years to complete. Township residents were invited to the town hall meeting, the ones that live close by, to get an update and discuss the project. Water main replacement project, we anticipate starting this project the fall of 2022 or 2025. The project area will be primarily Joy Road to Wadsworth Street and from Telegraph Road to Hazelton. Special funding opportunities have come, and we had lead service line replacement program. Phase 1 is completed. Redford Township received federal and state funding totaling $5 million to investigate, identify, and replace lead service lines in 2024. Special thanks to Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, State Senator Mary Cavanaugh for all their help in making this possible. Thank you. You can clap for Mary. We do run collaborating programs with Wayne County. We do some road work. Beach Daily resurfacing from 7 to 8 Mile Road is complete. Inkster Road paving from 5 to Schoolcraft complete. Inkster Road repaving project will begin sometime this summer or fall from Joy Road to Schoolcraft. Through conversations with the county and pursuing to bring back our roads initiative program, I'm happy to say that Wayne County is bringing back this program, and we'll have more information to follow. It has to do with funding for local roads, and we had this before. We used to do some side streets that all people live on and complain about. Community and Economic Development, Michelle Mancini, Director. The Community Development Program improved the quality of life in our neighborhoods by selling 3 properties fully renovated to qualified low and moderate income buyers who will occupy the homes. Housing Rehab Program. This year we have done 14 housing rehab projects. These projects include new roofs, furnaces, driveways, and lead-based paint hazard removal just to name a few. We also were able to do demolition on a building on Grand River in Seminole. Economic development. In the DDA, we have been working on updating and extending the downtown development plan and tax increment financing plan that expires in 2025. At this time, let me introduce our Parks Commissioners for those that are here. Fred Iman, Debbie Legleitner, there she is. Richard Louis-Zig now. Richard, okay. Sheila Newton, Kelly O'Neill, Diana Schuster, Kip Smith. Leisure Service Department, Teresa Stokes, Director. For our senior services, we have an expansion with our new Senior and Veterans Coordinator. We have been expanding programs for our seniors. Wellness and technology classes, monthly special events and trips. We'll be expanding our dial-a-ride boundaries to accommodate more medical appointments, which will stretch south to Ford Road and west to Newburgh for our seniors. Park improvements. In 2023, several park improvements were completed, repaving all walking paths at Claude Allison and Handy Park. A new multi-court pickleball facility will be completed in May, featuring 6 pickleball courts and one tennis court with surrounding seating. They also have gone to great lengths to make it easier to register. We'll be launching a new online registration system later this year. This will allow a more user-friendly and convenient way to register for leisure service classes and activities. At this time, though, we talked about the old and the new. We have a new recreation facility manager, George Canderas, and I know I said it wrong, Carderas. George, forgive me. He received a new Professionals Award from the Michigan Park and Recreation Association for outstanding service to the agency, the community, and the association. So George, please stand up so we can see who you are. Thank you, George. And everybody knows we've been working on this Recreation and Wellness Center, and I just want to say right up front that I want to thank Director Stokes for all the hard work that she does on this. She's the driving force behind it. She's the one that gets all the phone calls, and she's the one that's got to put up with me when I say, what the heck's going on with that? So I do thank you, Teresa, for all that you do for this project, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it. It is scheduled to open at the end of this year. We're looking to release rates in mid-April to start accepting early memberships. Some of the amenities are a full-size gymnasium with an elevated walking track, indoor-outdoor common room, therapy whirlpool spa, steam sauna, dry sauna with individual changing rooms and showers, 4 multi-purpose rooms and fitness rooms, small indoor playscape area, fitness area with both cardio and weight equipment, outdoor amphitheater for concerts and activities. And we were able to, because of the savings, we were able to have a new game room with full swing simulator, complete golf simulator, as well as 30 other multi-sport games for all ages. This room will host a simulator, rental, leagues, special events, and party rentals, complete with food service area. In addition, we will have a members-only splash pad for our kids in the front of it that has multiple sensory and kinetic spray elements for families. So we're looking forward to this. Thank you. Thank you. And I will want to say thank you to everybody that's been on that committee. They have been great partners. We are happy to have them. And in the future, we'll look to do more projects, hopefully with them as well. People talk about investing in the community. There's a lot of ways to invest. For Redford Township, the Redford Township Library, Redford Union School District, and South Redford School, between these 3, they've invested over $140 million in our community. These projects are starting to finish up. Am I correct? You guys are finishing up. Yep. So thank you to the school districts for believing in where you're at, and look at what we're investing in. Makes our community strong. Thank you. We talk about giving back too. We have a lot of organizations that are here, and I don't have enough time or pages to talk to you about all of them, but I'll just name a few. Redford Interfaith Relief, Eagles Helping Hands, Friends of Beach Elementary, Good Fellows, Redford JCs, One Redford, Commission on Youth and Families. Those are people that give back to our community. Takes our local businesses also to care about the community, and here's just a few of those. Murphy's Restaurant, McNo's Cafe, Sandy's by the Beach, Vicky's Ice Cream, Redford Chamber of Commerce, and the Ancient Order of Hibernians. Thank you. It takes groups, businesses, and our residents to make our township strong. Here are three of many I would like to introduce to you today, and I would like them, as I call their name, to come up to the podium here and stand in front. I'm going to start with, oops, we're going to get this. These are after, right? I'm going to start with Robert Miller. Please come up here, Robert. Everybody knows him as Bob. Stand right here, Bob. Robert Miller, Bob Miller, is a township resident for more than 30 years. In 2007, he established Real Estate Donations USA, a nonprofit that raises money for charities through the acquisition and disposition of residential and commercial real estate, raising nearly $5 million for charities, and has generously helped more than 100 charities, including Redford Interfaith, Beach Elementary Library, and a project for the Ancient Order of Hibernians. So, no, I give it to Matt. Okay, next, I'd like to call up, no, stay here, Bob. Stay here. Lois Wadeka. Did I get it right? Oh, man. Just stand over here next to Bob. And a lifelong resident of Redford Township and Thurston High School alumni, loves helping others and a long history of serving our community. Over the years, she has been actively involved with Good Fellows, Redford Interfaith Relief, Redford Suburban League, Alpha Baptist Church, and the Parks Commission. For 25 years, she's held a position with the Redford Senior Club, which provides a lifeline for seniors who may not be able to have a chance for fellowship, and her leadership has proven invaluable. Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up April Augusta. Yeah. Join us here. Eagles Helping Hands founder, April Augusta, has been working to rescue food for 15 years. After watching stores throw food away that could otherwise have been used. Established in 2020, their mission is to end hunger in America, one food rescue at a time, while saving food from being wasted. The nonprofit partners with local grocery stores, restaurants, and other retailers to rescue and redistribute an average of 15,000 pounds of food each day, and currently serve over 5,000 families. So at this time, I'm going to present them with their proclamation. I encourage you that, I know it's getting late, but if you get a chance to talk to any of these people about what they've done, the proclamation says much, much more. I just tried to touch on a couple of highlights, but these are the kind of people we have that live here in Redford Township. Bob. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Lois, good job as always. April, you are wonderful. You are wonderful. I do. Okay, big round of, picture. Okay, let me get over here.
Picture.
All right. Thank you. Big round of applause for our people. Finally, I just want to say that I'm really glad that everybody made the effort to come here. We had more people here than we anticipated, and I feel bad for those that wanted to be here and couldn't because there was no room. Again, thank you to all that have helped put this on and make this special for myself, for our community. And I just have to say, a strong community is a community that is engaged. During the state of Township, you've heard about some of our rich past and our bright future. This can only happen with all of us engaged. Our town, Redford Township, is more than just statistics and buildings. It's about our businesses, our employees, our elected officials, volunteers, and residents. It is and always should be about the people. I'm here today to report the state of the township is good. So from my family to yours, be safe, get engaged, and let's continue to build a better Redford. Thank you.